Hey everyone, so I've been trying out little tracks for Hot Wheels and stuff this year. And so I've been watching some other channels, 3D Bot Maker and Tiny Track Cars, and there's another one as well. I forget, so apologize for that. But I think maybe these sort of tracks were used in the earlier days. Now I guess there's a 3D printing one that everyone's using, but I don't have access to it. I live in Southeast Asia. So I think you can get a similar track like this at, say, a Walmart, but they're called like Crash Stunt Racers or something. But this one came from China, so it's just a rebranded thing, it looks like. But we'll find out for sure when I open it up, or leave you a comment if it looks like something you might have in the U.S. All right, so the Short Track Speedway, and they did have two other configurations, but this is the cheapest one, so I went with this to see if it's any good. It's actually not for Hot Wheels. It actually comes with these cars, it looks like, that you charge up somehow. It's 45 inches in length, 9 feet long. Okay, well, yeah, look at this. This does look like the tracks I see on other YouTube channels, so I'm thinking maybe someday I'll start making some tracks myself and stuff. So I want to see if this will work. Boy, this is old or something. I don't know this. Okay. And then here are the cars. So I think the things explode when they crash into each other. You can see there's two metal contacts on the bottom, so that's they get charged up or something. See if I can make sense of these Chinese instructions. Alright, list of parts and stuff like that. Some little accessories as well. The charging thing, I'm gonna need double A's, 3 of them in each charger. And yeah, just a loop speedway, but they had like a figure 8 one and also like a, I don't know how to describe it. Looks like we have 6 drums here. Pretty thick plastic, actually. That's actually a very strong piece of plastic. You use it as a sewing thimble. And then 6 cones, but they're weird. They're not actually flat on the bottom, unless they're supposed to. No, I was thinking maybe they go in there. Maybe that'll reveal itself as to why they're shaped that way later. So the charger, let me go get some batteries. You are going to have to unscrew it. So inside the battery tray, it is actually marked off, you know, it's molded in what direction those things go. But as you should know, the flat side is where the spring usually goes. And then there's a hook here, so it's not a slide out cover. Maybe it's for, you know, kids might be throwing this around. A slide out cover might just pop loose. That's henceforth the screw here. I think this is like a number 1 Phillips. Definitely not a number 2, it's smaller than that. Plenty of plastic thread, you don't want to screw that too tight. Alright, so that's what's going on there. And then let's take a look at this car here. So you have a little basic engine detail, a V8 engine there. And you have these hexagonal holes because you don't want the pegs to have too much friction if it's going to crash. And so that goes like that. It's a very generic NASCAR looking thing. It's got a grill, some funky modern lights, that there. And then, yeah, kind of a NASCAR style. Crash Racing, made in China, and I think, yep, this also crashes off. Little roll cage and stuff like that. Alright, I'm gonna charge. I guess that's just a wheel rest right there. Oh, I see. You know what? I bet there's a capacitor in there. Right? Just a little curious how long it lasts. I didn't even charge it much. It says to charge it for 10 seconds. But I didn't even put it on there for 10 seconds. It's still interesting. Alright, we'll do that later. So the front wheels are plastic, but the rear ones have this rubber, right, for traction. I bet these things are going to go pretty fast. Alright, at first I was really worried about putting these together because these things are like probably ABS plastic, which could crack. So you can obviously see these tabs just go like this. And then just to show you from the back side, you just gotta be careful. But you know what? This says A to A. Maybe it does make a difference. Hold on. No, never mind. It is A to A. These are identical parts. But yeah, I was worried about these things cracking, but they didn't. But you got to get this flange underneath the other. But you basically just kind of slowly, like that one already started going in, and then just slowly push these together, like that. A little more, and a little more, right? So yeah, it actually works pretty well. All right. And so now, the end point, I guess this is letter C. I find that if I put this against my belly, it's a lot easier. It's just I can't show you that right now on camera. Let me try this. Try the other side. There it goes. Yeah, you just gotta wiggle it, take your time, be patient with it. Now, these hard plastic parts are great. Unfortunately, this is actually quite flimsy. It's not very thick, and I kind of wish this was a thicker piece of material or even hard plastic, but I guess it has to conform to the curvature of this, right? So, you can see there's some round circle areas there, hopefully. And so, you gotta wiggle this tab in here. That's too thin or whatever. And then that. Keep pushing. But then you gotta get these end tabs covered as well. And now it popped out. Gotta get the bottom end tab. See, now that circle's resting, but this one is not. Yeah, so I gotta come back. I can't do it on camera. So the stickers are actually pretty sticky. I'll just show you the last one. The graphics. I feel like I'm putting a toy together that was made back in 1970 with these graphics, but the stickers, indicate this is actually relatively new. Okay, so obviously you might want to print out your own graphics. And then it comes with little stickers to spruce up the charger thing here. These go on the side. This little area here. Okay, and also this is like the engine hood direction sticker that's supposed to go right here. Okay. So out of curiosity, this car does weigh 36 grams. 36 grams. That's around the weight of a Hot Wheels, but it's much bigger, of course. It just looks big with the big plastic body. I also noticed I tried charging this and it wasn't doing anything. But all I did is I spun the tire and then it started taking a charge. So let's see if it works. Now see, nothing's happening, but don't worry. You just gotta, first let's see if I get that in the right place. There, see? You just gotta jump start the thing. And that's as loud as the pitch gets, it looks like. This is gonna fly. I gotta get this cat out of here. Oh, it found its own way back. When I tried it, I wish it did come with 2 chargers. The problem is, as I'm charging one, this is losing some power. tried these pullback cars from a different toy set I had. I almost feel like it probably should have come with these. These things actually pivot here in the front, so I don't think they're going to have any problem tackling this. You definitely don't get as many laps as with the electricity, so. Okay, well, I did manage to get a little bit of good racing in there. Yeah, these things go really fast. And it's actually nice. It almost traps the cars in there. If you were to build, like, say, a wall for the side area here, I think you could actually contain a lot of it. Or just build some cardboard or, you know, some sort of cheap paper walls around this thing. But anyways, and then it was obviously shifting around on a glass table, so the silicone mat helped out a lot. One thing I don't like is the actual breakaway pieces are too loose. You know, I was trying to charge it, and then the car would just fall apart in my hand because the thing is too loose. So I don't know if I like that. Maybe you want to actually put a little bit of, like, tiny bit of poster putty or something like that to make these fitments a little bit tighter, but maybe not, because this one never even broke loose, right? So yeah, they do run really fast, but I almost feel like it might even be better if these things just had a battery in them, so they could be dumped in at the same speed. But yeah, okay, there's a little bit of a gap right here. There's a lot of momentum going around. The actual hard plastic loops, again, they're fantastic. It's just sadly they didn't design this thing to be a little bit better. I don't know if they could have maybe just had a rib and then you have a locking, you know, like a Hydra pack that, you know, goes over both of these parts to keep them tight. Or maybe like some pegs, round pegs, a bunch of them, and then round holes, a bunch of them. Something about this fitment isn't so great. But, I don't know. I can't really run Hot Wheels tracks on this. I don't have a gravity track, but I can definitely see using these to have a bunch of Hot Wheels cars coming and crashing, just like in those videos on YouTube. So it's good stuff. If you ignore the Hot Wheels aspect of it, on its own, it's a pretty entertaining system. I think they're like NASCAR crash racers in America. I forget what they're called, but it looks identical to the stuff I see in the West. So if you're in Asia, maybe you could find this. I bought this from Taobao, but they don't ship to a lot of countries, so best of luck. I've also seen some listings in Australia for this thing as well, so if you're down under, I think it's worth a go for some entertaining crash action. Alright, well, hopefully this helps someone out as far as deciding whether they want to get this or not. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to modify it in the future and use it for some Hot Wheels gravity track racing. Thanks for watching today. Bye.